So before the video starts, I just want to say I'm making a sort of like review show. It's going to be called Entertainment on Trial. I'm going to go over like movies, music, whatever, anything, YouTube channels. Fuck, I don't even know. If you have like suggestions, leave them down in the comments. That would be very helpful. There's also the high chance that this won't happen, so say subscribe so you know. But yeah, so if you want to see more stuff like this, it'll most likely be in this sort of like relaxed style as well. So if you want to see more of it, subscribe and let me know. Thanks. Just as a little warning, epilepsy warning ahead, because flashy lights, flashy everything. If you have epilepsy, you're basically gonna die if you watch this. So don't do that. So, if you follow either the Fat Rat or Trap Nation, you might have noticed a video called Transmission XK-794 _ 1 or 2, depending on whichever channel you're looking at. What's up with that? That's like real weird, man. It's like there's like demons and shit in that video. Like, why they talking like Latin or something? Well, dear viewer, we will now explain it to you, or I will explain it to you. I am one man. Me, myself, and I. Fucking kill yourself. On March 16th at about 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, a channel by the name of BGH Music uploaded a video titled Transmission XK-794 _ 5. It was you gotta watch it for yourself. Coincidentally enough, about the exact same time, someone on Reddit by the name of White Warrior 02 posted on the r/ARG subreddit with this. Recently, while browsing through my subscriptions on YouTube, I received a notification from a channel that has been inactive for about a month, BGH Music. He's mostly known for his Impossible Remix series, where he plays unique MIDI remixes of popular songs. However, the notification received isn't piano. Instead, it was titled Transmission XK-794 _ 5. Link here. HTTP. The video shows some weird visuals and words in some frames. People have already reversed it, showing the odd voice in the video saying, "Help me. Is anybody there?" Example here, HTTP, YouTube. I've come to see if anybody has any idea what to do next. And then he was gone. His account never to be heard from again. It's almost like somebody caught up to him and taught him a lesson. Or maybe it was just a burner account. Probably more likely that it was a burner account, seeing as his one and only post is that, and he was never heard and never upvoted anything. Fortunately, he was right about the backwards bit. If you do put the video in backwards, you get a little something like this.
Is anybody there?
So as you can tell, there's like some backward speech and a little bit of music in the background, and like the speech is like "help me" and shit. It's a little bit weird, but you might or might have not have noticed. Probably you did. There's every now and then some like red squiggles show up, and it looks like alien symbols if you've paused the video and looked at them. What is that? Well, it kind of plays into the whole "help me" stuff. Some of you might have noticed that all the letters kind of line up with the words, and you would be right. So what you're supposed to do is pause the video every time and then "help me, is anybody?" And then once you do that, you get kind of this cipher from it. Some of you might have also noticed that throughout the video there are like shapes that appear, and yeah, they're kind of weird. I'll explain them in a little bit, but let's go over the next videos. So about the same time, actually a few hours later, the next day, two channels uploaded the same exact video titled XK-794. The first channel being I don't know how to pronounce it, and the other one being Grande 1899. Cyranak is actually, or whatever the hell his name is actually a meme YouTuber, if that makes sense. He just uploads a bunch of shit memes. And then Grande is whatever his name is it was actually his first or second channel, I'm not sure, where he just uploads note block remixes. I mean, whatever you're into, man, more power to you. But why though? Whatever. So those videos were actually uploaded about the same time, only about 4 seconds apart from each other, which was really weird. And nobody kind of knows why. We still not 100% sure why it was two channels instead of just one. But whatever. It was kind of cool, actually. Kind of threw us all for a loop. So once again, we tried reversing the audio, seeing what we got, and once again, we got some bits of music to go with it. Interestingly, though, there was no voice to this, just kind of notes, and there was no cipher in the video as well. But the shapes that I mentioned before were also in the video, and like I said, I'll explain what they are at the end. The r/arg subreddit had a dedicated thread still going on this thing at the time. And somebody in that thread mentioned Laura Bram, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, that the vocals sounded like her, and nobody kind of really paid attention to that until the next video dropped, which was on her channel, and was very interesting, to say the least. Laura Brem, I'm going to go with that. Uploaded transmission XK-794_3, which was the newest one. And at this point, it was kind of figured out like what the whole structure was. Like every new day, there was going to be a one counting down to possibly a 0 or a 1. No, wasn't quite sure. So what they found in this video was some reversed audio, which I'll play for you now. So if you can't tell what it's saying, it's the first one is "through the noise." Then "can you hear, can you hear, can you hear," coming through, and then "hear my voice." Not weird at all and not creepy. This video is also kind of significant because it marks the return of the cipher. Why the fuck did I just do that? So if we reuse the characters that we already got from the previous video and apply it to this one, to these new messages, we get, and figure out from there, we get the first one saying the noise, which I'm pretty sure is because they messed up the characters, but I'm also kind of hoping that it was on purpose just to fuck with people, because that would be really funny. The next one, the next three say "coming through," and then coming through, just in various times and locations and whatever. And then the next one says "can you hear," and then the final one says "voice." And just like the first few videos, the third one also had shapes in it as well. And then the next video came out that was just was _2, and it was uploaded by Trap Nation. And this one was kind of nail biting because it was later than all the others and was the shortest of them all, I think. And this one kind of brought something here that kind of pissed me off. It made me a little bit angry. I'm not gonna lie. Again, when you reverse the video, you get some audio. This time, this audio plays.
Calling out Mayday!
And this shit infuriates me to no fucking end. Like, you stop it right before any sort of drop. I was in high school. I was in percussion, and always the best part of like any electronic music is the drop. Where's the fucking drop? So in this video, when you reverse it, you get that real nice build up that just it's so good that I want the breakdown to it, but it's never delivered until the final song was released. And oh my god, that infuriated me so badly, as you could tell. Also in this same song was it says "Save me, I'm running out of air," and just another portion of the build up that leads to nothing again. As far as the cipher goes, this one had running, out of time, I am, save me, calling out, and mayday. These were all kind of in like random order and like in different spots and locations, and almost seemed to like make something, but I tried like messing around with it, trying to see what I could get. I'm not sure if they're all supposed to actually fit, like all of the ciphers are actually supposed to fit to make one coherent like sentence or something, but from what I've tried, I never really got anywhere with that. So some of you may still be wondering what's up with the shapes. Well, I'm going to explain it now because now it actually has pertinence to this. So throughout the videos, the shapes have been appearing, and they also appear in this one, but this one is more notable because the shapes in this one have words and letters in them. And so what we figured out is that this is actually a puzzle and not just some sort of like random assortment of different shapes and fill-ins and stuff. And we also figured out that some of the shapes are in negative. So what we had to do was cut out each and every piece, put them all to the proper black color by flipping the negatives if they were white, and try to piece them together to see if we could get. This was kind of harder than you would expect though, because I don't really have any like high-end like video producers or whatever, or like any sort of like After Effects or anything, so I wasn't able to like go frame by frame for it, so I had to use the original YouTube video and then rip it from YouTube and then go frame by frame with what I could. This usually caused like the pieces to be in like not optimal condition. Some of them would be like kind of corrupted in like the color schemes and like kind of just messed and not quite right. So it was a little bit difficult and made it a little bit harder, but we got as far as we could. By this point, a lot of people on the subreddit had pretty much figured out that the Fat Rat was behind this and that this was all his master plan of world domination or some shit like that. And we'd all pretty much figured out that it was a song that was being teased, and we were all really liking what we were finding. Some things of note: there is a little bit of like lore behind, kind of lower in quotation marks here. There's kind of a backstory. I'll put the message on screen that was kind of interesting. Someone had submitted a track to the Fat Rats album, and they back a they declined, but they sent back a pretty cool kind of thing that went with the whole XK stuff, transmission shit. You guys, if you want to look more for like things like that, there's little tidbits here and there that you could probably figure out yourself. You're very welcome to go do that. I'm not spending time on that. I don't have time for that stuff, man. I got college and shit to do. And then the day of reckoning came, March 20th, 2018, the day when the man himself, the Fat Rat, and his labels channel uploaded transmission XK-794_1, and it pretty much answered everything that we wanted. In this, the audio reverse says, "All the lights going dark and my hopes destroyed. I'm floating through outer space. I'm lost and I can't find a way." And then that's it. And then also the return of the cipher again. Yay. So for the cipher on the last video, it's kind of all like jumbled up and not really coherent versus the other ones. I mean, a lot of them weren't coherent, but most of them had something kind of linking them. But some of them all the ones in this one are kind of like all jumbled up, which makes me feel like it's all supposed to like go together and make some sort of sentence. But then again, now when I'm thinking about it, it's probably just like all the lyrics actually in order. So in order of appearance, it goes, "Find a way and I can't, space and I'm lost." Then through I'm floating, then and my hopes destroyed, followed by going dark, and then there's light, and then and again. Yes, that's what kind of makes me assume that it's probably just the lyrics. And then at the very end, for about 1 or 2 frames, there's a very long, winded one that I'll put on the screen right now. And it says, "You are amazing. When you have deciphered the whole message, including image and music, please upload it to YouTube and send the link to Mayday XK-794@gmail.com. So yeah, it basically at this point became a race to the finish, and well, the results kind of show. I personally and some other guy on the under the ARG subreddit thread that we had going, were able to pretty much figure out the image, and then another guy was able to figure out the music. So how we kind of found out about it was a little bit of context clues. So earlier in on the 21st of August 2017, back in 2017. Fat Rat tweeted out, "Working on a new song with @Laura Brem, I'm gonna go with Brem, gonna be out of this world," and then some dumb emojis. And then someone asked, "Oh, is it gonna be called the Milky Way or something?" He says, "Haha, no, it's called Mayday." Does that sound a little bit familiar? And then also Laura Brem on October 31st of 2017 again, tweets, "Working on music via Skype today with @This is Fat Rat. Gonna be awesome though. I'm excited for the day when we'll be in the same studio." How did we not see this coming? Holy shit. Because he's done something similar to this before with his song The Calling. I haven't seen it. I don't know what was going on with it, but I know that there was like in the video itself was some like weird text and weird characters and things like that. So how did we not see this coming? It's so obvious. But also, somebody already called it out like day one when they said that the Fat Rat had done something similar. And that's kind of interesting. And then also earlier, somebody noticed that during a Facebook Live video, the Fat Rat had played a sample of a song that he was making. And part of that sample kind of is part of the actual song Mayday. So after all of that was said and done, we had to wait a few days because Fat Rat announced that the video would be out on Friday. And then somebody else also finally figured out how to do the audio, which I'll play right now.
Can you hear, can you hear, can you hear my voice? Coming through, coming through, coming through the noise. I'm floating through outer space. I'm lost and I can't find a way. Oh, all the lights going dark and my hopes destroyed. Help me.
March 23rd, that Friday, it came out, and, well, the results speak for itself.
Calling out Mayday.
So there you go, the history of the song Mayday by the Fat Rat, and also what's behind those transmission things. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more like this, subscribe or like the video, stuff like that. If you want to do the ARG yourself, I mean, we never finally figured out the actual final image, so you could always do that. There's always that to do. As far as like what the transmission number means, nobody really figured it out. But I did find this little tidbit. There's a comic called XK-794, which is all like smart stuff, quote unquote. But the comic number that corresponds to the transmission, so number 794, is literally called Inside Joke. So for quite a while, I was kind of confused, figuring out like, oh, is this just some dumb prank? Because I mean, it came from some meme channels. What else would you expect? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more, remember to subscribe. Entertainment on Trial video sort of thing will come out eventually, maybe like in a month. I don't know, man. It's hard to balance this shit. Yeah, first video is gonna be probably on some YouTubers first, because I mean that's all I do these days is watch YouTube, so why not be an authority on what's good and what's bad and hate on other people. Ooh, that's gonna go over well. Anyways, so see you guys next time.